Hello, and welcome to Aesop Grimm's Chronicles, where the emphasis is on immersion and storytelling. While some games contain mature themes or language, you can expect clean commentary from me as a narrator. Additionally, I will provide a content summary in the intro video for each chronicled series, so no one is blindsided or surprised. Let's play a story. All right, welcome everybody. Aesop Grimm here, and I'm back after quite a long hiatus. If you want to know more about what's been going on, I have a channel update video up on my channel, but the long and short of it is that in January, I began to experience degraded performance with my PC. It took me several months of troubleshooting. Well, I mean, I figured it out pretty early on, but to validate and verify that took longer for me to learn different troubleshooting techniques. But basically, it's my GPU. And it's at reduced capacity right now. But I have learned recently that, well, I don't know if I'd say recently, but I've known for a while I can still play Stellaris. It doesn't crash my games. It doesn't cause my GPU to shut down and to crash to desktop. But recently, I've learned that I can also record it reliably. I think it looks like I can. So this is kind of actually a test. We'll find out. You know, if you end up seeing this chronicle on YouTube, it means it worked. If you don't, you'll never know about it. Okay, well, most of my intros, I do a content briefing at the beginning, and I'll give you a real basic rundown on this one. This is rated 10 plus years old for ESRB or by the ESRB. It is a grand strategy game. It doesn't have a lot of motion in it. You can zoom in on your ships and kind of watch them fly around and get into battle. And about the most violent thing you're going to see is spaceships exploding and maybe metallic debris or something. As far as graphical violence. Now, as far as conceptual violence, well, you can blow planets up. So you can end entire civilizations. And so it has some Paradox games are popular for not having a moral compass. They really they give you a whole lot of options, and they leave it up to you as to whether you want to do what's considered classically good guy stuff or classically bad guy stuff. If you want a further breakdown, I'd encourage you to go check out my second chronicle with the Commonwealth of Man. And also that will give you an in-depth sort of role-playing breakdown on who the Chronicle of, or not the Chronicle, the Commonwealth of Man is, how we're going to be playing them. I'm going to be playing them the same as in Chronicle 2, so I think I do a pretty good job of breaking down who the Commonwealth of Man is and why they think the way that they think and what they're going to be doing. But let's kind of get to the meat of this particular playthrough, because this is a little bit different since I've had the graphics card issue. It's a little bit, this is a little different. For one, I was able to actually beat this game while playing off YouTube. You know, at that point in time, I just really did not think that I could record at the same time. And I was also still deeply involved in troubleshooting and trying to find out what was wrong. And so I did beat the game. I beat it with the Commonwealth of Man. I have a slide for you to see. You can see I took over the whole map. You can tell we're going to be going with the robotic ascension perk or ascension path. You should be able to see kind of how I was doing here. Now, this is on Captain difficulty. I'm going to still be playing on Captain, so it's not the hardest difficulty in the world. And there are plenty of things that I still don't know how to do with this game. I've never built a Dyson sphere, and I've never really needed to, probably because I'm on Captain difficulty. But I did build a strategic war center, I think it's called. in this game, which is a mega structure, and I made a planet cracker, which I'll probably be doing again because it really helps cut down on any kind of in-game lag when you're. That sounds really mean. It really that matches the Commonwealth of Man, though. We are very dismissive of other species. They're just kind of fodder to be swept to the side. Like, things aren't working as smoothly as they could. So, wipe out that planet of 6 billion people. What? Yeah, do it. And that's what we'll end up doing. So anyway, the idea of this series, though, these first 3 chronicles, and this one is that I'm talking to you about, this is Chronicle 3. These first 3 chronicles of Stellaris on my channel have been about learning this game. And I just wanted to be able to beat the game. My other 2 chronicles, I really just didn't make it past the end game crisis. And so now I believe I know how to do that, and I want to show that completion and that advancement as a player for myself, and show other people how this is how you progress. You just kind of stick with it and keep playing and keep reading things on Reddit or YouTube or whatever about how to play this game and get tips and stuff, and then you play it how you want to play it. Don't forget to wrap in your own style. I'm not a min-maxer. I'm more story driven. I want to enmesh myself into the world, so I can be lazy in certain areas. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and do this series. I am anticipating that I will win it. I've got the same start. You can't see my mouse cursor, I don't think. I don't think you can. But I've got the same start saved as this map that you're looking at. I'm going to go ahead and disable it now. We own, basically, we will end up owning the slightly like the southeast chunk of space, and we're going to get a bunch of planets in there too. It's a strong start. Probably my next leap forward as a player will be how to succeed in a less than optimal start. I haven't been able to do that yet. I really like how this thumbnail turned out too. I looked up and learned how to make a flag. It's actually pretty easy in Photoshop. It's remarkably easy, but it looks fantastic, man. I like how this text turned out here. The Commonwealth of Man, the end of all things, is the text I'm referring to. But that flag is awesome. I really like it. I saw somebody else do a Commonwealth of Man flag, and it inspired me to learn how to do something similar to that myself and make my own version. And I like it so much I may use this as a staple for future playthroughs with other empires. I just think it really looks cool. So anyway, that's the idea here, guys. Is we're wrapping up a learning series. This should be, God willing, the last chronicle in the learning series. I'm confident, especially with the strong start, that I can get this done. I was planning on actually trimming this up and editing it, but I have a really old version of Adobe Premiere, and for whatever reason, I can't seem to find settings in there that will output video that is as clear as the OBS raw data that I'm recording. I can probably do it with there's another video editing software out there, guys. It's free, and the professionals use it. It's very popular right now. DaVinci. I can probably do it with DaVinci. The thing is that I don't really know how to use DaVinci yet, and so I just decided I would just record this series like any other series. It'll be the long playthrough format, and we'll do 30-minute per episode. Kind of aim for that goal. It'll be somewhere between 25 and 35 minutes, I would imagine, on most episodes. And and we'll just get through it, but I'll probably be playing at speed 3. This is not the kind of series that we're going to really kind of try to role play and mesh ourselves in. I'm just wanting to show that I understand the mechanics of this game well enough to go ahead and complete it. And then we'll be off to other stuff. We can do, I've got the Necromancer pack now. We can play that. We can do, I would like to do a Roman Empire playthrough. I want to start getting to points where I'm creating races that I can do playthroughs on and then have them in as AI controlled races in future playthroughs. So anyway, that's the idea. But we're at 10.5 minutes now, and I think that'll wrap everything up as far as what I'm doing here. And I'll see you guys in the next episode where this story begins. Thanks for visiting Aesop Grimm's Chronicles. If you've made it this far in the video, please consider rating, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. I hope to see you in the next episode, and until then, stay shiny.